some of the new developments looking at rate metrics, Edel Fanning's work on plyo push-ups, following up from some of the work done in boxing and British boxing. What we see is that if you don't constrain the test and look at those rate metrics, so if we look at a maximal rate of force across a whole rep, for example, we may only see 15% asymmetry and in healthy players. But when they're landing, we're probably not going to be able to see any deficits. But if we apply a plyo push-up, and this example here, an athlete at week 10 post shoulder stabilization, what we see is that actually when we look at the eccentric braking RFD at 100 milliseconds, so we constrain that metric and we can look at any of those rate metrics across any of the information that we get from our VALD in terms of the whole results table, we will still see that there's a limb asymmetry of over 25% and sometimes up over 30%, even if it looks good to the naked eye and to the coaching eye. So bearing in mind what we've seen with ACLs and returning people quickly before those RFDs have come back up to normal, this may be something really worth focusing in on. And I think at the moment we sort of blindly return people because we're not quite sure about what are the lines in the sand to look at for rate of force development.
Let's go. Good. Good. Ready, let's go.